Hey everybody, it's BJ.
And Patrick.
And we're back talking all things real estate. And you know what, Patrick? I want to know, why hasn't the housing market crashed? Why haven't prices crashed?
So one thing we have to do is get used to low inventory, right? So supply and demand, this is going to be a theme throughout. And I'm really basically explaining why we're going to have a low supply for a while still. And the first one is 18 months ago or longer, we had cheap money. Why would you trade that in for 5% mortgage now or 7%?
7%.
Unless you're paying cash, which is still happening. People are downsizing, they have all this equity, they can buy something else.
Yeah.
I'll talk more about that later. But my point is, why would you trade in cheap money, the lower payments, for higher payments?
Sure. Yeah, makes sense.
Unless, you got a promotion, you got a windfall of money, you went to Vegas, won a lot of money, some reason. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I'm going to give the government, the federal government, I'm going to give credit to for this one. The stress test.
Yeah, I don't know if that's credit, but okay.
I know I'm pretty cynical. I don't give the government a lot of credit, but I think they did a good one on this time. So the stress test.
It's qualifying at, is it 2 points higher?
2 points higher?
Yeah, qualifying at 2 points higher than the fixed rate. So you have to qualify for your mortgage 2% more than what the current fixed rate is. So if the fixed rate is at 7% right now, CMHC's rate, if it's at 7% right now, you have to qualify at 9%.
Right, so it reduced your buying power to limit the amount that you can extend yourself out.
That's right.
So it's supposed to be a bit of a safety mechanism for buyers.
Right.
Explaining that, you should be able to afford it. If you were locked in at 3%, you should be able to afford a 5%. If you locked in at 4.5%, now you should be able to afford a 6.5%. So now it's up to the owners to be able to budget for that, because the bank approved them for 2 points higher. Negative amortization, it means people were on the variable interest rates. They had a fixed payment, and if the interest rate went up a little bit, you paid a little bit less equity. It went down a little bit, you pay more equity, but the payment would stay steady.
Sure, yeah.
So now the interest rates have increased so much that people are only paying interest.
Yeah.
So now you're making interest-only payments, and your 25-year mortgage turned into a 40-year mortgage.
Right.
I think this is going to keep... So your payments are staying the same, but now you're like, oh man, it's going to take me like 2 generations to pay for this thing. It's like, I'm exaggerating. So you're going to stay in place. You're not likely to jump to the next one if you're not paying. You're sort of buying.
There's no equity, right?
You're buying your time until the interest rates come down again.
Right. You're renting.
You're renting from the bank. So that's number 3. But you're responsible for the roof.
Right.
Number 4. Positive net migration. So we continue to have, not just locally. So Victoria has a positive net migration. BC still has a positive net migration.
BC does, hey?
It does. I can't remember.
I know we do, but I'm surprised to hear that BC still does.
Alberta was the highest positive net migration of all the provinces.
Yeah.
Young people are leaving BC to go to work there.
Yeah.
And then baby boomers and seniors are coming here to retire.
Yeah.
On a national level, we have a migration goals of 465,000 new immigrants every year, and that's awesome. But what they don't tell you is between foreign students, temporary workers, and refugees, the number's more like 1 million. Point number 5, but I have 4 things backing it up.
Okay.
So you know how we get into lists and it's like a 5A and a 5B.
Yeah.
Well, here I'm guilty of it again, right?
Okay.
So I'm blaming it on the baby boomers. It's not what you think though.
Okay.
800,000 of those baby boomers will be reaching 65 by 2030.
Okay.
I put that out there. So the first one, so I said homes are paid off, tons of equity, right? So this is, right? Why haven't we seen the prices come down yet? They don't have to sell. They can just sit on it.
Right.
They can even defer, once you become 65, you can defer your property taxes until your estate sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what though? You have to pay it all in one bulk?
Yeah, you sell your house or you do the equity thing. Like your estate takes care of it, and that's a bill that has to be paid out of the sale of the house or whatever.
Okay.
What are they going to do? They're likely to downsize and buy smaller homes and condos. So even in the entry-level market, if it's a condo, a townhouse, maybe they don't want to take care of a big yard, that kind of thing. They're going to feed back into this demand side of the lower-priced homes. So how many years? It's been forever.
Yes.
Albertans come here to retire.
Yeah.
And not just these, but these are the most noticeable populations. People from Ontario, people from Alberta come out to BC to retire with their, they've got good equity, good jobs.
Yeah.
They come out here. 800,000 baby boomers by 2030. How many of those are in trades? So they will be leaving the trades one at a time. My father-in-law had said he retired last year, but somehow he still needs to keep busy and keep doing things. And I bring up this point because, our premier, I'm going to talk provincially now. Our premier's wanting a target within the next 5 years to build 120,000 new homes. That could be a condo or a townhouse. That could be anything, or a single family house.
Right.
In the next 5 years, 120,000 homes per year. The most we ever built, I said this in another video.
I think we talked about this before, yeah.
I can't remember what year it was. It was like 1993 or 1998 or whatever. It was like 40,000 homes built in 1 year. That's our record. And we more likely, we built 30,000 homes in a year. Now, immigration levels for skilled trade work might make up for some of this, but then we're losing all of the skilled trade work that's retiring.
That are retiring, yeah.
And the last one, it's going to be a little bit of a sales pitch for Victoria. They sell and move to warmer climates. Guess what? According to Global Citizen Solutions, whatever website that is, Victoria is the #1 retirement destination to retire to.
In Canada?
In Canada.
It doesn't surprise me at all.
Of course, like warmer climates, right?
I mean, we live here, right? And so...
What do people call us here?
We're like the Canada's
Hawaii,
Hawaii or...
Canada's Hawaii, all of that, right?
Yeah.
So...
Because alternatively, if you didn't come... You're thinking about warm climates from here. If not here, in Alberta, where do people go? Arizona.
Yeah. I'm from Ontario, so we call them snowbirds.
Yeah.
They would go to Florida. Right. So it's the same sort of idea. So it's not to say 800,000 baby boomers are going to come to Victoria.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a constant supply.
Right.
Right.